Hey there, look at me, where I am. You're gonna discover it is in the news, you know where I am and where I'm recording from, but you're gonna need to know also that we released the new landing rate calculation and the junior license is ready, plus answer to the Ask Me Anything question and other news. Follow us soon here. Hello everybody and welcome to SimFly News. This is Roberto, SimFly spokesperson, and today I am in Singapore. I'm recording the news from my hotel room, so don't worry, the editing is gonna be a little bit different, but the news are genuine as usual. So what is happening this week? This week we have released the new landing rate logic, the new landing rate calculation, and we have released it for all the flight simulator. So it's good with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, 2024, Explain, Prepare 3D. All the information in the new logic and the new calculation, you can find them in the wiki. So just go to simfly.wiki, and in the wiki there is going to be written all you need to know. And if you have questions, ask them up, okay? Very, very important, you need to update the client to the version 1.2.0. So when you go in your account in the setting page where there is the API and there is also the new client release, download it there if it doesn't update automatically, and make sure if you already had to restart it, so all the data are going to be collected properly for your landing rate calculation. Other news, we actually finished it and we're doing some tests on the junior license. You know the junior license, what it is, right? Already explained in the past videos, but let me recap to you what it is. So we have these issues. We have a lot of users and most of these users already own all kind of assets. So most users own airplane, airport and licenses. Now, as we move ahead with SimFly, for example, we have just released the airplane rental mission. The airplane rental mission is for people that have no airplanes and will need to go and rent somebody else's airplane. And for people that have a lot of airplanes, the possibility to put them for rent so that people go there and use their airplane. So in order to create this mix, we need to balance up the fact that most users already have their own airplane, and when somebody has his own airplane, they rather fly with their own airplane, right? So to do this, we introduce the junior pilot license. A regular pilot license is about $80 now, $79 if you want the fancy number, right? Which is a big step to access SimFly. For somebody is a big commitment to do to enter SimFly with the big license, but the license allow you to do everything, so you can access every missions, etc, etc. So we are now giving a very small step to access SimFly to new users. So the junior license has big limitations. So it only costs $10, $9.90, but only user with no license in their possession, junior or normal, can buy a junior license. So the junior license can be bought by user that either don't have any asset or have only airport and airplane but no licenses. It can be only the first license that somebody own. Second, the junior license allow user only to participate to the airplane rental mission. So they cannot go on the test pilot, obviously, because with the license you cannot go on the test pilot. They cannot go in the unrestricted mission either. So with the license, you can only enter the airplane rental mission. No other mission that are also going to be done in the future. And now that you have reached this point in the video, there is something I want you to do. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends, okay? You can also find us in other social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and also in X, which used to be Twitter. Follow us in all the social media because Doing this, we grow the community, and with a stronger community, you will be able to enjoy a better SimFly experience. Subscribe to the channel, like the video at least, and share it with your friend, okay? Now, where I was? Oh yes! Now, with this limitation, the aspect will be that somebody has an easy entry point in SimFly, and in order to collect enough packs to then purchase a normal license, will in the meanwhile rent other people airplanes. So the asset that you all own are going to be put to good use. Pay attention, there is being a lot of comments about the fact that you need to be a premium user to put a high percentage in the sharing of the revenue of the airplane. This is not necessary. The strategy is where your airplane is located. If the airplane is located in an airport where a milestone flight is requiring people to take off from, you will see that a lot of people are going to use those airplanes. Doesn't matter which is the percentage that you share. If you have an airplane that is in a location that is nonsensical compared to the normal route that people fly, then people are not gonna rent it even if you put a high percentage. So you need to pay attention, because a lot of people has, for example, virtual airline that they fly with. Those virtual airlines require routes that are very well defined. So if you put your airplane for rent in those airports, even with 0%, they're going to be rented. People need a flight to go from those airports to somewhere else. So pay attention that for premium, we give premium things, which is also the possibility to share more income, but this is now limiting people without premium from actually renting, okay? So we are going to then do a big promotion marketing for new user to come without the big barrier of a license at $79, and we're gonna give also easy entry to many people. We are going to put banners and be in newsletter and get some YouTuber to also promote SimFly, offering the junior license for an easy entry point. So get ready, we're going to increase the user base, which is also something we do strategically for the user marketplace that is going to come in a few months, because without new users there is not going to be much demand. So in order to make it all work, it's also your duty. Share the word. Now, as soon as the junior license is open, you'll be able to invite friends and give them an easy access point into SimFly, and you can ask them to go and rent your airplane. And this is a win-win. So there is, if somebody own a regular license, don't worry, because this new license is nothing to compare to a regular license. So regular license still have their value, and they're gonna be useful to do many things that the junior license cannot do. All right, and this is something that was important to say. The junior license is gonna come out any day next week, because as soon as we finish the test and everything works okay. Two other details: can only be purchased with US dollars. It cannot be purchased with packs, and this is an important thing as an entry point. And second, can be relocated airport to airport for free, meaning that with a regular license there's going to be a fee to go from airport to another, but because regular license allow you to access also the restricted mission where you can take an airplane and fly and move your license to another airport, but the junior license has not this option. So we have allowed the junior license to be moved from an airport to another. So if you have an airplane that is for renting another airport, with a junior license they can easily go to the airport and rent your airplane without having to pay a fee. So those are good news, and we are going to hope that many people can start renting their airplane, and many more people get visit to their airport as well. Other news, we're still working on the marketplaces, and as soon as also all these other small things are finished, we're gonna be 100% focusing on that. We really are excited to see people start selling their assets, selling their PAX token to new users, and we want to see people actually then cashing out. And finally, we have achieved this goal of the fly and earn. So bear with us, we are almost there. You've been with us a long time. We've been working, we've always been here, we didn't disappear. We always brought you the news, we always updated you, we always try to listen to you and the complaints and the congratulations and the support all our users give us, very important to us. So, you know, marketplace users are going to be the next thing coming up. And now let's move to the Ask Me Anything section of the news. First question has been asked by MD Noble, April 12, 2025, at 7 votes. Good. I like to see people come and participate in the Ask Me Anything section of the website. And MD Noble says, are you going to allow non-premium members the ability to give some percentage of packs to pilot? It's also experience point, but that's not the case, only packs. As at the moment, non-premium users are unable to use this feature. Therefore, this is forcing non-premium users to subscribe in order to use this feature, as if we don't use this feature, who is going to land at our airports or rent our airplane at 0%? This is not fair for non-premium members. Now, MD Noble. First of all, you can give a share of the airport, it's just the airplane that is set to 0. We are evaluating to maybe change this thing, but we need to sell premium membership. As I explained earlier in the video, giving high percentage is not smart. You know, everybody putting at the maximum percentage, that's not really smart. You know, the community should talk to each other and should agree to stay low in percentage. And strategically, where you put your airplane for rent is what make people use them, not much the percentage. We already saw this on data. A lot of airplanes with 0% sharing are being rented because are in the right airport and people need them to go from the airport to somewhere else because of like virtual airlines, because of milestone flight. So there are two aspects here. First, we need to create premium users because this is what is going to bring us the money to pay the bill of the servers, to go ahead with the development, etc., etc. So the fact that somebody feel pushed to by the premium membership means that we're doing the right things in the direction. Not being fair, at a certain point, we sold airplane in a condition, and that's what they do. They can be rented, etc., etc. It's not that we remove something from what people purchased. Everything that was there, so it was is given, and people can do that. We need to give a premium member something extra, and this is one of the things that we were told to give as an extra to premium members. It's not compulsory, and if people decide to strategically put the airplane in the right airport, they don't need to incentivize with high percentage. Okay, so yeah, if you want to share high percentage of your revenue in packs, you don't give away experience point. Experience point stay with the airplane, stay with the airport. It's just the packs revenue that is shared with the user. This is important to understand because can strategically be a way to increase the level of an asset very fast. Say I have an airport, I don't care about the income, but I want to make it go up level very fast, then that's good reason to say I share a lot, come to my airport because you're gonna make some packs. I don't care, but my experience points are gonna go up a lot, so I can upgrade my airport to the next level. If you want to do same thing with an airplane, you want your airplane to go up because when it's high level and you use it, it's gonna generate more packs for you. So this is the main reason why the sharing was there, not to force people to rent yours because you share more, because people choose the airplane based in where they're located, choose the airport based on where they want to go, not much how much the packs they make. At the end of the day, simmers like to fly, okay? SimFly is something additional to the experience of flying the airplane, okay? I hope this answers your question, MD Noble. All right, so question number two. Question number two has been asked by Nico Stan, April 11, 2025, as 3 votes. And Nico Stan says, it would be interesting to add the long-term rental of for an airplane. For example, rental of an Airbus 320 for 10 days at the cost of, he says as an example, $5. The owner of the airplane gets $5 immediately. The person renting the airplane gets 100% of the packs obtained for all flights made during the rental. Well, it's an interesting idea. There is a lot of consequences. So let's say I pay for 1 month of somebody else's airplane. Then can I rent the airplane to somebody else as well? So I sub-rent the airplane. So it would be like a change of ownership in a short period of time. I don't know. That would be an extension of the user marketplace. So it's a different way to sell an asset. I can sell an asset in full, or I can rent an asset for a period. Interesting. We need to reason about it, and this is something that if we do is gonna come out much after everything else that we have in the queue to do is going to be done. First of all, the user marketplace, the fiat wallet, etc., etc. But again, one more time, Nicostan, thank you for the idea. This is the kind of Ask Me Anything question that we love. They propose new ideas and new concepts that for now is a seed in our mind. It can become something soon. Question number 3. Question number 3 is being asked by Dabuler. 11 of April 2025, he has 2 votes, and the Buller asks, have you considered the possibility for user to allow another user to rent your license, similar to allowing other user to rent your aircraft? Since assets are limited, this allow others to benefit from the scarcity of asset. I think the user using the license will get the packs, but the owner retains the experience point. Or you could set it up with packs earning percentage like aircraft. Now, Dabule, you've been asking this question before we announced the junior pilot license. So what you were suggesting makes sense in a way, try to distribute more licenses around so that this push people to rent more airplane. In a certain way, the license is like your passport, your ID card. You wouldn't rent, you can rent your car, but you wouldn't rent your driver license, right? That's a strange point. So just to keep also as a simulation of reality, I can rent an aircraft. I can now rent my pilot license, very personal. Yet we can sell pilot license later. So it's something that we have anyway solved with this junior pilot license as an easy entry point in order to get a new user to start earning faster packs in SimFly. Let's not forget the user can earn packs with the test pilot mission. It's just little packs and a long process. So if they want with $10 now, we'll be able to have a license that allow them to rent other people airplane. So they are limited in that mission, but they will be able to start with their career faster and then earn packs to then start buying an airplane, an airport, or an actual license. So thank you for your suggestion. I don't think we're going to do this. We believe that the pilot license stay personal with the pilot can be sold once they are leveled up, because maybe somebody new makes enough packs to buy a license that is already captain and automatically has all the benefits that come with that license. Thank you for your question, the Buller. I hope this answered it. Question number 4. Question number 4 comes from Chris Red Hat. Chris Red Hat asks the 12th of April 2025, has 2 votes, and is writing in Italian. Oh my god, let me try to translate it in real time. He says, hello, I don't speak English, then I'm writing in Italian. Consider you all are Italian as well. I would like to know how I can sell my licenses and my aircraft. Cheers, Cristiano. Now, in order to sell your aircraft and your licenses, you need to wait the user marketplace to be open. Let me tell this to Cristiano in Italian. Per vendere le tue licenze e i tuoi aerei devi aspettare che lo user marketplace sia aperto e poi li puoi mettere in vendita lì. Sorry everybody, but he wrote in Italian and answered to him in Italian. You know the answer because I told that to you before. And with this, we close this special edition of the news from the city of Singapore, where I am now from my hotel room. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following us until now. And there is something so important. I remember my grandpa, when I was a little kid, my grandpa was sitting me in his leg and was telling me this: SimFly, take off and get more.